Holy Saturday liturgy, the Easter Vigil, has a dramatic beginning. We start outside if possible, in the dark, because it's the best symbol we know of who we are without God. Without God, there is no life, there is no anything, there is nothing, not even earth or sun. But in the first reading, God declares to us that God is for us. God is on our side. God is not against anybody, but God is consciously for the human race. As we recall, when we use the special Eucharistic prayer, we proclaim, God loves the human race. How does God show it? God made a beautiful home for us, this earth. Now, it wasn't that way at the beginning. 4 billion years ago, when the earth got started, it didn't have water and it didn't have oxygen. Not a very good place for humans to live. But God lovingly, through evolution, developed the earth to the point where it is now beautiful, bountiful, wonderful. Where I live in western Kentucky, the spring trees, the red buds and the Bradford pears and the peach trees and apple trees are in full bloom and they're gorgeous. And wherever you live, likewise, there is beauty, because there is no place you can travel on this earth where there's not beauty. How do we respond to this love, making a beautiful earth for us? I think we need to simply accept that love. Take it in as a personal love for you and for me. That's what it is. It's not out there. It's for us here and now. To accept that love and to return it to God as best we know how, by loving God and all of God's family. Another way of responding is by caring for this beautiful gift, so that the earth, 500 years from now, when the children are born then, the earth will be in better shape even than it is now, and more beautiful. That's our task. That's our gift. That's our joy, to pass this gift on. Renters, if there's responsible renters, try to leave the property in better shape than when they first come in. That's what we want to do as sons and daughters of God, is to leave the gift He has given us better even than when we receive it. The sponsors of Unbound do this by helping their sponsored friend and his or her family every month, making their lives better. They, the sponsors, make the world better. The gospel at Easter Vigil is even stronger. It tells us that God has found a way to overcome the ancient curse of humans. Human life is beautiful, but it's terminal. I have put many friends and family members and church members in the grave, and they're still in the grave. But there is one man who has conquered death. Jesus rose from the dead. And because you and I are united with Him, become one with Him when we're baptized, Romans says that we too will rise from the dead. What a gift. How do we respond to that? Well, I think all we can do is just try to follow Jesus as best we know how, and to love like he told us to love. Love others, all others, as ourselves. So, in these days of sorrow and uncertainties, let the love God showed you by giving you this beautiful home in creation, let that love express your love for God and show the same kind of love to all of the rest of God's family. And in response to Jesus' promising you and me that we will rise from the dead, let that promise strengthen your decision to follow Jesus and to be the best disciple of Jesus than you possibly can be, loving and living like he did. It's worth it. Happy Easter.